will. And I hope you all enjoy the ride just as much as we inevitably will. Bind the first, the appetizer in this 5-course meal with 100 Thieves starting off on the attacking side. You already see that Viper wall up, leaning towards A, and it's a quiet approach from the attack side early on.
I got you.
And Valen right now, just sitting in spawn, opting to go for a deep smoke along B. But he has the rotate here if any noise is made towards the A side of the map. And he will be leaning there even though there is no sound being made. So trying to just be one step ahead of the potential Viper lurk.
Such a tense start.
Yeah.
I mean, the brim smoke down B long is really all it's been for now. Now a flash to confirm there's no one back fountains. Is that the cue for the rotate to start?
It should be, and I don't think anybody was in range from the side of 100 Thieves to hear that. So G2 will be ahead of this pistol.
They should be.
Right
But
there.
100 Thieves are so dialed on these splits that they have.
Keep an eye on Leaf on the flank too. Slowly and methodically prowling over. They're all just huddled in to this smoke.
What a way to start.
They're all just tucked in, and now Dizzy goes up. Nades go out. And Valen's the first to find the feed. But now this time, it's Leaf that have been cooking for so long, coming through to fruition. 100 Thieves deciding to push forward. Relentless in their approach. And Leaf keeps him back. And now Jonah P left in a 1v2. Bang and Boostio both weak. A flash in hand. It goes up top. It will not find anything as the pistol goes away in the attack.
It was so tense the entire time. An A hit coming out at 40 seconds. And G2 were well aware that that was happening. But Leaf was not able to connect on that flank that he had. Almost no value being made.
And it was cooking for a long time as well.
30 seconds left. One enemy.
Clean shots to start things off, and I think it's only been one round, but it feels like the approach for 100 Thieves is pretty clear. They were very cautious about how they approached the opening seconds of this best of 5, and I mean, it netted them success. Now this buy is formidable. There's plenty of artillery and firepower behind this.
Looks like they're gonna punish anybody behind this smoke. Valen just spamming the classic, picks up one.
The punish has gone the wrong way. Finding value in an earthen pod among grass.
Oh my gosh.
But of course, traded right back. Jonah P tucked in. Smoke will get spammed, will get dropped.
The intuition of EU.
And so after it was a messy start with Asuna falling, 100 Thieves seemed to have stabilized. And now carry the heavier weaponry back towards A, where they found success just a few moments ago. And a very similar approach to Dizzy goes up. The angle on that was crazy. They saw
shoot
Leaf.
anybody.
Finally,
Where are you?
settling down. EU with utility dumped into U-Haul. They know they're there.
They're really low though.
Yeah,
This nade is huge.
Careful, this is messy.
One enemy remaining.
It's not getting any cleaner, is it? EU gets 4, and that was... Whew.
A lot of chaos again towards the A side of the map. And this is 2 rounds back to back that 100 Thieves had kind of just defaulted this B area of the map and then just grouped up together and done an A hit. And EU's intuition on this side of the map was just too strong for the moment.
It was invaluable when you consider how the rest of the round went. EU saving the day, 4 kills in that round.
And a full buyout from 100 Thieves.
Huh.
And it looks like they're gonna just go straight into an A hit here. They're not messing around with any more of the B long default. The conditioning has already been set.
Oh, hasn't been enough of a lesson though for G2 to bite. Asuna satcheling forward with high ground, not able to steady the shots. Oh, EU struggling a little bit as well, but finally connects.
What a tether.
Converts. Leaf stuck, and the sucker punch from Icy is just too much.
remaining.
As Icy gets 3 in the face of a full buy. G2 hold the line. Boostio with plenty of time to think this one through.
Oh, he dodged the flash.
Yeah, but 3
Yeah.
now, position given away. Well, the first will fall. Just inside the range of that.
Yeah, he just cooked inside of that. Raise nade from Icy. And what a round from G2. But on the opposite side for 100 Thieves, normally they're so dialed in on these splits. Normally the timing is perfect. Valen would get instantly traded as Asuna is blasting out. This time, Valen able to punish. Look, nobody from Shower is here yet.
Spike
Yeah.
planted.
just a little off. And also, we've got to talk about Icy in the round
remaining.
he's had, and honestly, the year he's had. Remember, in the face of so much speculation when things started off, is this guy good enough? Is he able to compete? Where is he even coming from? He's blossomed to be an outrageous player. And now again, that the year is reaching its fever pitch,
He's just getting better.
he's delivering.
A big thing of him was getting this experience, being on stage for the first time. So any matches that G2 plays from that point forward were just to train him for moments like this.
And he's not shying away from it. What is a bit more of a shy or cautious approach, if you will, is the way 100 Thieves are approaching this one, much like we saw in the first couple of rounds. Want to spread the map out as much as they can before they decide where they want to go.
Yeah, the game plan for G2 has been heavily playing like a 3A setup, and then the B player is actually playing towards that long area so they can insta-TP if there is an A split.
Cryo looking to be the first to find action. With smokes at the ready. That dog is going to delay things. Cleared out though. And as the wall goes up, yeah, they can't find a way out. They've not been awarded safe passage. The
Double
third
flash.
attempt maybe is the charm. Jonah P swings through and they crumble. 100 Thieves not able to put up a fight at all.
G2 crawling back into this game off of those last 2 rounds.
Last thing I need is some hero messing things up.
Another buy out of the side of 100 Thieves. And a lot of ults online as well.
Yeah, before we get there, I want to take a look at this round again. Icy in the opener. It was just perfect. I have a feeling we're going to be talking about this kid a lot today.
He's used to the stage now. He's used to the pressure. And now he has a rocket online.
They wanted to go aggressive. They put a flash in through the teleporter to hit out showers for a crunch. With Icy's ult potentially there.
100 Thieves know that. Should have been able to hear that flash going through the TP on their side. G2 are playing so confidently now. We're 5 rounds in and they're already doing a showers push all the way through.
So much space denied. And so much info gathered.
Face your fear!
And G2 just need to delay here as long as they can.
They can fully play this on a retake. They know they have the weaponry to do it. The Nightfall's not going to tag anything. Lucio, though, choosing to invest the Thrash.
This is such a good Thrash. Oh, it gets broken, though.
They managed to get the spike down, though, and they know where they are. That Molly could be disaster. Again, the fuse of the rocket lit, and will go extinguished without a fire. That nade is going to hurt, though. They're trapped again. They have nowhere to go. Can they stay alive? Asuna with nothing but a sliver manages to weather the storm that's been brought to his doorstep. And yeah, it's a 4v2 now, but again, Asuna with just a sliver of health. 7 HP, keeping him alive. The defuse has come through. It started, but it is delayed. It's stopped. Icy cannot convert. 100 Thieves take the lead once more.
Asuna there, barely holding on to his life, able to get that trade in elbow. I mean, Icy almost had him dead to rights. That rocket being canceled just in time.
Those comms had to have been so chaotic. Man.
Yeah.
They know they're there.
Had to push.
The spit through the window, the nade from sight. They knew where they were.
Oh, I'm feeling nice, guys. I'm feeling nice. Good job. I was looking up.
He's feeling it today. It's from the words of his own mouth. 7-3 at the top along with Icy. Another full buy for G2. Economy not in shambles quite yet. And a quick rocket from Asuna.
And a quick kill found. The leader having to sit on the sidelines for the rest of this one. 100 Thieves have committed to the site. They've gotten the spike down, but they're going to have to deal with this overwhelming pressure of a crunch once more.
Oh my gosh.
Brothers in arms as Jonah P and Icy keep Bustio back. And now Seeker's invested the flash in the face, and it's all gone on to disarray.
Wow, this retake is looking so good so far from G2.
But it's not done yet. That will certainly help push it over the finish line, though. EU in a 1v4, he's gotten it a little bit closer to finish. But with 3 targets left, none found, we're tied again.
Very, very well coordinated retake from the side of G2. They took their time on everything there. Yeah, they were down 4v5, but they fought together. Bustio fell into the trap here, trying to fight them showers. But the satchel from Icy ended up knocking him up in the air and ended up becoming a free kill. And once Boostio goes down there, the post plant just falls apart. Because 100 Thieves, they had really aggro positioning there, almost towards CT spawn.
Just one rifle for the side of the attack. A Bulldog in the hands of Boostio with light armor. Meanwhile, G2 reaping the benefits of what just took place. Now, that was dangerous.
Really dangerous.
And it's traded a 1-for-1, but Leaf is stuck. He's gonna have to try to find safe passage out of this, or he digs his heels into the sand and takes the fight.
That's bomb again.
Down B.
They've made a mess of this. Leaf dancing around, finding solace on the other side of the molly. Again, the smoke comes down, the kills go up as Leaf gets 4. EU again left alone. Choosing to reposition and try to strike on a weaker side of the site. Maybe get a free kill, understanding pressure is afoot. Trent drops him.
A new setup from the side of G2, this time Icy, leaning towards that B side of the map. And I don't think 100 Thieves were ready for that. Usually it's only been Leaf and Jonah P playing that B long area of the map. Now they had reinforcements from Icy.
And the reinforcements were perfect.
Yeah. No, they almost all lined up for him too.
Leaf got the kills, but yeah, you're right. Icy's value there and the impact he had was insane. And so we're graced with...
Can also do a Viper ult setup towards this B long area.
And funnel him A. It seems like that might be the case. Remember, G2 have been so decisive and so quick to pull the trigger on a flood if they lose control. But no early pit this time. The dog is going to confirm. Yep. Some presence. EU falls.
And that's just a protocol they have against the likes of against the likes of 100 Thieves, who like to do 4-1 splits onto the A site.
Balance still trying to hold on to Showers. The snap onto Cryos. Clean.
Launching smoke.
And
So
the spike is out of reach again. Just barely out of reach, but G2 with eyes trained and crosshairs dialed in. Bang tries to creep forward, grab the spike. Do they try to get out of here? I don't know that there's safety anywhere else.
They should right about now.
Oh, what happened there? Does it connect? That could be a disaster. Can also
Spike
pull off this
down
1v2,
A.
52 HP. Takes a step back, clears utility.
Look at the spacing from G2 right now.
They're stacked right on top of each other. Could be danger. Woo!
Playing so disciplined, and this entire round was a hard read from the side of G2. The insta dog through Showers. They understand that on these A splits, when EU is Shower, he tends to be alone. No one there to break the utility for him, and Valorant just catches him off guard.
That was pretty.
He finds the timing amongst 2 mollies that are used to default Showers. And this is all prep work.
One enemy remaining.
We've talked so much about how Bind just seems to be 100 Thieves' playground. I think they've lost it once. Maybe, I don't think many more times than that. They're really freaking good on Bind.
They actually lost it to G2.
It seems like they're getting a bit of the same taste.
Yeah, it was like a 13-8 match, I believe.
Remember, this is a G2 who hasn't had much time off. The gauntlet that they've had to run through in order to get to this point has been insane.
Yeah, but already making a lot of adaptations and changes to the way that 100 Thieves play this map. I mean, look at these shower pushes that we're seeing. They're at the perfect time.
They're funneled in. He's dead.
Yep.
He had no shot.
Icy's about to get 3. Oh, he gets splashed.
The dizzy in his face. Cryos there on the trade, but Valorant takes a step back.
But look at Leaf as well. He just pushed straight through Hookah or Belong, and he's already here on the flank.
Once again, an opportunity to corral and control them. Spike not planted. Again, out of reach. They're not close here. Boostio's already fallen. Valorant refusing to relent in Showers.
I mean, they're literally trapped from 4 different angles. They're being held in this area.
30 seconds left.
The wall's closing in.
This is insane.
I mean, they've got to understand that no angle is safe. A Sheriff,
One enemy
a
remaining.
Spectre, both fall.
Another convincing round from G2. Full steam forward.
They've just been so proactive on this defensive side. You mentioned it. They'll aggressively crunch
Super
Showers and take
confident.
space. Yeah, they'll go down Hookah. They'll go down long. This was perfect too. The ult in short, understanding they're gonna have to funnel out one of two ways. And either they're going into the crunch from showers or they're going into the crunch from hookah.
Yeah. And an op online for Icy. Getting aggro here in short. He's gonna try to take the head off a bang. Or a sliver of an arm, an elbow, anything.
With Cryo close by.
Oh, noise made too.
Yeah, but no target given.
Poison's off.
If they rotate back into this, you mentioned it, it's the op in the hands of Icy that can prove to be the difference maker.
Oh, but that time, running down the clock, making him back up wisely.
Well, it's as soon as the wall goes down, they understand that they can give the space up because it's not safe for 100 Thieves. They're playing around these Viper windows so well.
Yeah. And here's that 4-1 split that I was mentioning.
With Leaf taking space again on the minimap, and look at how wise Cryo is to this. He's still playing back in spawn. Oh, surely not wanting to fall for the same antics that have bit him many a time already.
What an adaptation from 100 Thieves to understand. But Leaf looks like he's gonna clear this. Oh my gosh! He stops just barely there.
2 fights, so close to going off. Almost finding success in both, but it's Busio who's able to get a trade back. And so they decide to flip the map. Jonah P is here. The satchel forward from Asuna. The shots from Jonah P are clean.
30 seconds left.
But the call was correct from Busio. It did bait a rotation, so Bomb should go down here.
And they play into this advantage. It's not really getting any better.
Valen hasn't skipped a beat since yesterday. It's looking so crispy out here.
One enemy remaining.
Yeah.
The sidestep, perfect.
It's just flawless. It really is.
G2 have a really good understanding of how 100 Thieves have been playing this attack side. Valen and Josh right now have been on another level when it comes to prepping against these teams. And that's what got them to this grand final spot in the first place.
And you can tell in their gameplay, they didn't come this far just to come this far.
Yeah. They're here to win it all.
Satchel out.
They're all so dialed in. Expecting the swing, hearing the satchel go off. They just make it look easy. 7 of the last 8 in favor of G2.
Jeez.
What a stomp.
Find you.
100 Thieves should be aware that there is an op online now from Icy. And here we go. Another change of pace from G2. Leaf has been holding on to this Viper ult.
For a few rounds now, yeah.
Yeah. Now they're doing a Viper ult setup with support. Icy here with an op, getting first contact into hookah. If he needs to fall back, he can pop the rocket. Jonah P has the Seekers for retake if there is an A hit. So the A players right now, the reason why you see them positioned so far back from the side of G2 is because they're willing to give all this space. They understand they have the gun advantage. Their job is to delay as long as possible.
I think also understanding they're the weak side. You're right, they give up some of this space, not really willing to lose a life early.
100 Thieves are playing this to try to punish Leaf. And even Leaf has an idea now. But maybe somebody's waiting for him outside of this ult.
The Seekers go on a reconnaissance mission to find out what's awaiting on the other side. But it really didn't find a ton of value. One gun cleared all 3 cabbages.
Wow.
30 seconds left.
Look, actually still the correct call from Busio. This is really good.
And they have a lot of ults to go with this. Cryo has his ult, EU, bang, 1 invested.
Valen's on an island.
And now he's flashed, but he still gets to go into Busio.
He got a molly kill.
And he's got so much space because of all of this utility that he's able to stay alive. And now with 10 seconds left, they've got to move forward. But they're not going to find a way out.
Look at these lineup mollies from B. There's no chance.
No, they didn't find any comfort on the site.
Rubbing dirt on the wound was Icy at the end there. Nice off kill from Heaven. But Valen played that to perfection. He was on an island because of all the utility that 100 Thieves threw. And he just finessed that bench area. Actually ended up killing Asuna too. But perfect positioning the entire time.
10 seconds left.
Got a little bit scary there, but he got the job done.
And G2 have been doing that for many, many rounds now, 6 in a row. Last round of the half. G2 with a statement to start us off.
Poison's off.
Yeah, God, this has been such a half.
Dude, this Icy kid continues to stand up when his team needs him to. The rocket invested, damage dealt.
And they get healed up.
And again, the crunch from Showers. Now they know that Bang is there.
It's being aware of Valen, who has been pushing through. It looked like he was, but he wasn't ready. Valen so much more dialed in.
Knowing that the fight was afoot, still not able to convert. Icy taking a step back, 100 Thieves deciding they have to invest B.
Oh my gosh.
Spike down.
At least that's going to be the attempt. Icy here, the only one alive with the op in hand. Now has to deal with the Nightfall too.
Last player standing.
Gets one. He's still alive.
One enemy
EU's gonna
remaining.
have to do it on his own. That's big. That's real big to close out the half. The Red Bull clutched the way of 100 Thieves.
Switching sides.
That was a scrappy back and forth round from both sides, but EU, he said he was feeling it on comms.
It's your fear.
And he went up big
One enemy remaining.
to stop the bleeding.
One enemy remaining. Clutch.
Again, a massive moment to close out the half for 100. Even one. Only loss against G2.
Yep. But not too long ago as well. Here's where G2 will be tested the most. Because just like how G2 had tons of reads on how 100 Thieves like to play their attack, it should be the same case in the opposite way.
It's a similar approach from G2.
So cautious.
Prezzi's
The only one getting aggressive here.
Yeah, and he had a shot at Cryo there. Doesn't connect.
That's something I want to touch on as well, is Cryo hasn't been that brimstone Cryo that we've seen every other time he plays on this map. He's been relatively quiet all series, all game so far.
Toxin screen down.
And if he gets turning up on this defensive side, we've seen how crazy he can take over, especially around this U-Haul area. But he's gonna have to be left with his devices on the retake, because this looks like a convincing B split out of the side of 100 Thieves.
Yeah, the challenge not headed his way. He was playing anti. He knew it was coming. Lee turns around and drops him. Lucio there trying to equalize, but Valorant gets the best of him.
And he gets healed to full. It's looking really good so far for G2.
The nade will dissuade. Valorant takes a step back. But they've gotten the spike down, and that's a big part of this equation.
And Leaf still has the Sheriff to his name. It's so deadly on rounds like this. Just 2 shots to the body. Even one tag will make it so easy to clean up for his teammates.
Pistols are just so important in 100 Thieves. They need one. That's going to help. Asuna with goop in his face, able to get the kill. And now it's Hap. It's just a threat. Looking to find any info they can. Where are the bullets coming from?
Time's running down.
They've got to hold this. Asuna's gotten it to half. EU trying to keep them back. Able to get one. Can Cryo hold them back? He can! They're going to get the defuse and the pistol.
That was insane. I thought G2 was gonna have that post plant in the bag.
Me too.
And they try to retake the actual retake. I don't know if you noticed that. There was a pop flash for Leaf to run outside of that octagon smoke and try to commit chaos.
One enemy.
But the big factor was Asuna, who was gooped up, like you mentioned. Getting that kill was everything to open up this opportunity.
They did their best to hold him back, but it was not enough. So the pistol, the way of 100 Thieves, and just when it looked like it was going to be a landslide, 100 Thieves showing they're far from done on this one. 3 rifles, and then a stinger for Bang.
Yeah, and big kills from Asuna and Cryo.
This is where all the rifles are.
Oh my gosh.
2 found, but that's a weapon upgraded.
Down A.
Asuna
Phantom.
looking to pick his time. Looking to strike when the moment is right. Decides to take a step back, understanding that once again, they've got him corralled. They've got him controlled. Icy falling to the hints of utility. And now Asuna on the swing, on the hunt. 2 members weak, both will fall.
And the important guns are saved here. That was 2 more for both Cryo and Asuna. And if they start getting warmed up here and heated up, this might be a completely different game.
This is going to be a really good half. I can tell. with how things are playing out already. And then we were talking about the finances. Yeah, look at this. An op in the hands of Boostio.
On the get-go.
I think the last question to answer is, do they expect it? Hasn't shot off yet. It was an initial post towards B-Long. And now reposition.
They are picking the right spot to do this.
Not if the op is there.
Oh.
Not if he can land the shots.
It can be so hard to hit that.
It is. It's
little
brutal.
cap.
And that's enough to make them think twice about it.
Yeah, and you already see Boostio rotating over to that A side of the map.
Expecting G2 to do the same, but look at how they've approached this. They've frozen.
So smart.
They haven't left B. Now starting to, but they've left Icy.
Big
Scout
positive
destroyed.
Icy here. If he gets that kill, that might be an opportunity
To flip back.
to TP. After this short A pressure.
This kill's big. Oh, that kill would have been huge.
There is no exit now. They have to commit to the A hit.
No plan B. Boostio with op in hand, spotted one. But doesn't fire it off.
Crowd's gonna run through if that connected. It doesn't though.
Planted.
Asuna falls, there it is. He didn't have to run through. The spam through the smoke is enough.
Oh my gosh, Cryo! He's just running it down in U-Haul.
And it's working.
Right there.
Waiting for that. And there it is. Leaf finding the other side of that weapon.
This has got to be a save. Yep.
Yeah, he's got no choice here.
The back and forth. Mind games from both teams. Both so well prepped on the defensive side. They just understand how each other like to maneuver around the map. It's looking like exactly how G2 played their defense.
I think you mentioned it at the beginning of the half. This felt like where G2 were going to be tested the most.
Spike planted.
Seems to be the case so far.
It's hard.
Enemy
When you're playing
remaining.
attack on this map, you played it so much. To keep coming up with new ideas, new looks. And maybe they have. But when it doesn't work, what do you revert back to? The old things that used to work. And teams are just so well prepped against that.
You spotted their Cryo attempting to headbutt the orb away.
Yeah.
So they don't have that control. Unable to do so, and now the dog hunting him down. Once again, they've inserted Leaf in U-Haul. Meanwhile, the rest of the hit is towards B.
Bang might get punished doing this solo.
Bang has already gotten so much value. This is such an awkward setup.
G2 would have loved to have that trade. It would have opened up a rotation from the A players, but Bang, too strong in the moment.
No, Cryo has ult. He hears them coming. Decides he wants to stick with the weapon instead. Tries to land the shots. First couple go wide, and the second do as well.
Wait a second here.
EU trying to snap on Boostio, still with the op in hand, but it's going to be rotating late. As Bang is the one who goes aggressive. Bang is the one who's going to have to do this.
He's the hero.
Now reinforcements arriving. The Dizzy up top, nothing to flash with it. This swing is going to be insane. Boostio's taking a deeper angle. Now, crunch the blind up, and Bang gets 4! The hero for 100 Thieves.
And I spoke about how dangerous going for solo swings are, but Bang proves me wrong.
Oh, I still think you're right. They're dangerous, but the kid delivered.
It got scrappy on the A site. It looked like Bang's teammates tried to take a play from his book, but they got punished. I guess it doesn't matter when he's still alive. The collide at the end there. That's gonna promptly cause G2 to do a timeout.
What's the adaptation on the other side of this timeout? Again, 4 rounds away of 100 Thieves. 5 if you go back to the last round of the half, which again was a crazy play by EU.
EU is playing the quick rotator here in spawn. As the fade. Already leaning towards this A side of the map. Here comes the A split.
Cryo has
Only
his ult.
Icy ahead of this though.
Cryo has his ult.
Oh, that's a free kill.
He's dead.
But the trade from EU, that's why he was playing spawn the whole time.
Now, Wingman going out and the spike getting planted.
There's my buddy.
And Trent's gonna get both of those back. If they want to flood, if they want to do this, this is the window to do it. You're not going to want to deal with all of that Gecko utility.
And where's this Brim ult from Cryo going to be placed?
He's been holding on to it for a little while. Thrash taking
Right
a second dip. Trent gotten out. He's gotten out. Now behind the wall.
Toxin screen down.
But he's ahead. I don't know if they're expecting it.
The time's running low.
They've got to strike now. Boostio on the tap. It's just a threat. Trent is stuck, but he could be the distraction that they need. Yes, he falls, but the time has been bought.
Oh my gosh, Valorant!
Valorant's gotten 3. Cryo can't hold him back. The time is too short. There's no way for him to pull this off. They both fall to the spike.
The battle of the Brimstones. But the IGL from G2 stealing that one away with the spray. He's at the top again. Man, this guy's so good.
That's tragic.
Yeah, he was dead either way there.
Yeah, Asuna just not allowed to play the game there.
I can't believe that Thrash hits top truck, Doug. That's impressive, man.
Yeah, that's some crazy
Little
high
guy
ground.
got some legs,
Yeah.
some hops.
Back into the next we go. G2 managing to balance the advantage their way.
And another very convincing A side default. This time, Valen will be playing that solo lurk spot that we saw Cryo actually playing later in the half.
Decisive.
That's juicy.
What? That doesn't get anyone?
Oh, Trent should be going down here. The pinch from Showers guarantees that. But Leaf with the equalizer. A lot of players tag low, though. This is the difference in running the sky. You can actually heal your team up to full. So yeah, all that chip damage was made, but
It was for
nothing.
Yeah.
Oh, and the 1v1, Valen. And Bang. Oh, Bang not wanting any of that smoke. Probably wise to do so as well.
It's all just info there. I mean,
Yep.
yeah, if he gets a kill, that's great, but patient play.
Yeah, if he dies there, the round's pretty much guaranteed to be over, especially with this lurk that Leaf has in Showers.
Oh, and also the fact that there's no contain behind him. Right? Everything else on B is soft.
Yeah. He's
30
doing such a
seconds
good
left.
job of delaying step by step each stage. This should buy time for the rotations here.
They're going to challenge him again. Dog in his face. The Molly's out. They're going to do their best to bang, bang! But he gets 2. And just when it looked like a little bit of space was going to be found by Leaf, it's all for naught.
10
Once
seconds
again,
left.
the clock expiring. Joe to P with nowhere to go.
Oh my gosh. Yo, this Bang guy is a one-man army. That was insane. He made first contact onto Valen from this position.
Hard yakka. Standing in between us
All
and
the way
victory.
pushed up towards basically the barrier
Yeah. Yeah, he was super far up.
of the attacking side. Then he plays at the B-long corner, backs up into Octagon now, and holds it down, getting 2 to his name.
If not for the flash, there's a good chance Bang gets 3 there.
He did such a good job.
And he knew it too.
That was like near perfect play.
Yeah, we mentioned him taking a step back and outwanting the fight against Valen. That was why.
Jeez.
Understanding his job, his role in that situation.
And just like that, G2 on the back foot once again. Yeah, they had a sick round from Valen, but they're broke. Quick hookah approach. They should be aware someone's backside off that dizzy.
Yeah, but how much info is that really? You haven't cleared anything long. You don't know how many other people are there. What kind of weaponry's there. They got confirmation of something, but it's just a sliver.
And now they're leaning towards that B-long area.
The info that...
Bang! I mean, they're gonna run into the army once more.
The info that they gathered was not enough, so they have to go on another approach to find
Oh
more.
my gosh, he's too good, Doug.
He's just destroying G2.
Toxin screen down.
He's so good at anchoring certain positions. And now he has support.
He hasn't needed it before.
Yeah. Off this contact, the Gecko Flash should be coming through for Bang.
So much invested to stop him, and then Boosty strikes right
30
behind him.
seconds left.
Good trades.
But again, they're thrown apart, torn asunder. Trent realizing he can't take a step back, decides to take the fight. And it's ill-advised. There's no real option. He will fall.
What great support from EU and Boostio there. Yeah, Bang goes down, but the tether coming out there, and then the Gecko Flash. Yeah, the Gecko Flash gets broken. But everyone's stuck in 1 HP in this moment. It's just over.
One enemy.
And the pressure alleviated on the other side of the map was perfect.
That's 2 rounds in a row now that Leaf has tried to go for that Showers lurk and gotten punished. First by Asuna, second by Cryo. So they are aware of this, right? 100 Thieves are aware of G2's game plan of when they pressure B long, they have somebody in Showers trying to get that lurk.
Asuna is tucked. He's serving as a walking alarm bot in the pit right now. G2 deciding they don't want to reckon with that. A lean towards B, and Boosty's the first there.
In the last couple rounds as well for G2, they have gotten that hookah control pretty uncontested. So maybe this time they won't opt to use utility in it. I say that, and they're just going to go for a B hit, of course. Beautiful.
He has no idea he's there, though. What a snap from Icy!
That's a great entry.
I mean, he did everything they needed him to do. Gets the kills, gets the space. EU deciding to invest it all on this retake attempt.
I'll find you.
He's gotten out by himself. There are 4 pushing him 3 from the other side. Only 1 found. Asuna and Bang trying to keep this thing up on their own. Nade keeping a distance for now. Jonah P on the swing, spotting both. Wow. See the pings coming out as Bang tries to stay alive.
A lot of pressure on Icy.
Using fancy footwork to do so. Icy will fall. Jonah P, a 1v2. They're weak. They're stacked. The first will fall. Has to swing on the second. And Bang saves the day again.
Bang is so good, Doug. And he looks stone cold, like he was meant for this.
Youth often folds under this pressure, but he's thriving in it.
Jeez. And the entry from Icy, that was everything. Getting that kill on Cryo
Enemy remaining.
55 HP.
just wasn't enough.
You could read Boosty's lips. You are the best.
Vibes are flowing right now. Bringing the utmost confidence in his team. They have to convert this next round. Even though they're on a bad bye, they have to win this.
I think they're hedging their bets in a lot of ways. They're comfortable playing for OT, but obviously if this goes their way, they'd gladly accept that.
Looks like another hookah pop will be the name of the game, but this time, Asuna is sitting on that top side, a little up-down setup with Bang. And this might just be a blender right here. Oh, man.
Can they steady the shots? That was the entry. So they have to think twice about this. They have to go to plan B, but there are no conditions there for them to be able to lean into it confidently.
Look at Asuna, he's already here again. He's everywhere.
You just won that first fight.
He's 2 steps ahead.
They're running into a brick wall, man.
Oh my gosh.
With no space to be found.
It's beautiful from 100 Thieves.
Trent inevitably will fall as well.
Wow.
What a comeback.
That was such a sick round from 100 Thieves from the start. The up-down setup on that hookah area. The whole reason why they're doing that is because the last 3 rounds, G2 have used utility to take that space. This time they're predicting that, oh, they understand we haven't been playing in that area. Maybe they're gonna walk in, and they were right.
They will be able to put up a buy here. G2 will. On this attempt, yeah, you take a look at that round once more, it was beautiful.
And the reason why that round was so important for G2 to win is because now they're in this weird position where they have to cycle their ults to make this comeback. If you use too many in one go, what do you have left for round, 11, for the tie?
The backs are against the ropes. Asuna tries to strike, and the flash was his demise.
What a counter flash.
That would have been disastrous.
With that being said, Bang and Valen,
Here.
or Cryo, sorry, Cryo and Bang.
They've taken so much space already. They've crept up so far.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, monster.
And it looked like Icy was considering the possibility of the flank.
It's a full containment right now.
It's a little stagger too, so even if you catch one, are you expecting the second? Sure, he falls, but there was a swing of the second! Bang punishes, and of course, who else? Icy's gonna have to clutch it out if he wants to keep the map alive, and he cannot. Wow. The first map in this best of 5.
Shines more on the defensive side more than anything. But that being said, they had such a great performance yesterday against the likes of Aspas. I can't help but feel like they're going to be able to reincarnate that in this moment.
Ender mentioned it. This map has to go their way. Because Sunset is next, and as you mentioned, it's a map they've never played before. A desperate need to find success. Something that eluded them on Bind.
It was hard fought, too. They had some really good ideas going into their attacking side on Bind. Just, it was the post plants where they lacked. Let's see if they can fix that here on this attacking side. There's a deep orb in halls there, making 100 Thieves think that this could potentially be an A-split round, but they're actually just depositing Leaf there. They're gonna commit to this B hit.
They have a really good idea of where Busio is too. You see the suck, but he's managed to avoid all of it, finally getting tagged. Now they know where he is. The snap from Trent is good.
It's a big entry. Icy just needs to live here and let this bomb go down. Leaf can close this round out from this position.
On his own. If he plays his cards right, if he picks the timing, at this point, he's heard everyone pass by. Oh, he missed the window.
Good discipline, though.
Icy has to stay alive. You mentioned it. The first snap is great. That should be able to capture by the time. Now Bang left alone.
Toxin screen down.
And he's surrounded. Yeah, nothing he can do there. Some messy shots back in spawn. But they get the round.
Already a better post-plant look from G2. I know we're only 1 round in and it's pistol, but we saw what happened on the last map for the pistol round. I mean, it was disaster. So Icy stepping up big here.
Remaining.
Getting 3 on the entry.
As the solo Yoru, yeah, that's pretty.
Yeah, they do give him a lot of utility though as he's going in.
Yeah, they do. I mean, they intend to set him up well.
Yeah, he TPs into the Astra smoke.
Time to jump.
He's able to feint that too in future hits. And he's gonna need to going against a team like 100 Thieves who make adaptations based on stuff they've seen before.
The timing of that smoke was crazy. Bang finding a way
Oh,
to
it's
get
a
away.
perfect deposit. We should get this kill for free here as soon as he inches out.
He's tucked, spotting the first, not
good
able to
trade.
drop the second.
That was a fast trade from Asuna. And Cryo heard these players mid-door running towards the B side of the map. That's why everyone from 100 Thieves is leaning B right now.
They're trying to rotate faster if they can too.
He's already back sight.
Alongside
No Viper
Boosty.
wall though.
Looking to clear the dart. Already done. Icy flashing for himself, getting the kill.
Oh, he's not slowing down right now.
There's not much left as far as resistance goes on this site. EU's here. Cryo looked like he might have had a window there, but
what a flash!
John P shuts that right on time. And the flash is perfect, as you mentioned.
Oh my gosh.
Asuna dealing a little bit of damage.
He's just stealing these kills away.
What's this play here? Grab the weapon that was back in A main?
No, it was just a ghost. He already has it. He's just taking the scenic route.
He's gone for a bit of a stroll, has he?
I mean, he has a chance to do some crazy damage here.
He's
Around the world.
Are they going to walk into his lap? He's
Yeah.
got a knife out. Finally switching. Just the right time. Gets the kill, but it's traded back. So a little bit of damage done. Only
was
2
worth
weapons carried over from G2.
That was so worth it.
Yeah.
Already an op-up from Cryo. And he's so good on the defensive side with picking his moments and his spot. Looks like he's gonna opt towards this Halls area of the map and then potentially lean towards maybe top mid or A site, depending on what he sees from the side of G2.
Let's fly.
And G2 have a really good buy going into this round with that Sova ult online.
Yeah, even with how messy it got at the end there.
Yeah.
Early knife towards B main. Nothing tagged from the defense.
Bomb is in mid here.
They don't have the wall up either, so it looks like they're going to put up that mid-split wall. Kind of sections off a little bit of halls and then some of back bridge. Cryo gets the kill, though. That wall.
He always picks the right spot, it feels like.
Oh, they're playing around the orb. EU knows. He's
Oh,
waiting. He spotted the barrel. Not able to connect on the second one yet. The flash is there. Icy able to punish.
Sitting at 5-0.
A great start for him. And now a reposition.
Yeah, they're not messing around with this ace site anymore.
Gonna head back into Boostio, who's currently by himself.
Does have full setup here and a Viper wall this time around.
And
to
that'll
go up.
That'll help.
Oh, he's getting prepped for this hit.
He's got to know it's coming.
My camera is destroyed.
Pops all of his utility. You hear the Viper wall go up. Repositions to stay
30
alive.
seconds left.
Oh, finally does fall though.
Just drops. He gave the kill for free.
Spike
Cryo on the swing with the op in hand. The flash a little bit further deep, and now the ult invested.
What a dart!
Cryo's dead. Is it going to be Bang again? In a 2v2. Turning away the flash, hearing it, spotting it. Only one
Last
found.
player standing.
Asuna in the 1v1 against Trent. So much promise in both of these players.
Oh!
But the timing is everything right now. That spike's been ticking for a little while. And Trent's patient, looking for the fight, but not forcing it. Waiting for Asuna to make the move.
Oh, he played it so well.
To be the one who plays proactively.
Oh!
He's gotten in his face. Asuna can't even get the kill. It's a bonus one for G2.
Not this time for the jump shot master himself.
They will never learn.
Doesn't go his way against Trent. And what a clap back after last map for G2. Winning the bonus. Snowballing with ults. That Hunter's Fury with the dart onto that half wall area was huge. And then this 1v1 to close it out.
Yeah, he played it perfectly, as you said. Repositioning at just the right time. Playing his angles to perfection.
A leave here with an outlaw.
Who's next?
It's probably just going to lead into any site. Oh, this is interesting.
Yeah, aggressively TPing into mid and then ulting towards B. And there's no utility to really speak up here for Boostio.
Another free B site.
He still has full setup
Deploying drone.
in his inventory. Out the knife. Not really spotting anyone early.
That outlaw. Anti-eco warrior. So strong, just one shot to the body.
Yeah, it's just so broken in these situations. That's not even the one dealing all the damage. That's a nice shot from Asuna though. But again, the outlaw finds the target. Bang with the sheriff. Won't find anything. So they're gonna carry that weapon over into the next. G2 with money and steam full ahead.
Yeah.
Let's deliver another flow.
Not too close to any other ults now. And Hunter Thieves will call a timeout. They're already 0-4.
Dude, Icy's improved so much from the beginning of the year when we first saw him to now.
It's a whole other human being.
It's insane. And again, there was a lot of
Time around. Looks like he's gonna go for a mid-door peek, potentially. Support from Bang and EU if need be.
They've been trying to play around the middle of the map a couple of times now.
What a great shock dart.
Instantly clearing out the cam. Cryo with op at the ready. No initial challenge, but a little bit of info.
Dart.
Oh, good night. There's nowhere for them to go. Icy can get out. Maybe they use the smoke for Valen to find safe passage as well. They do. Narrowly avoiding disaster.
Man, G2 have such a slow approach on some of these rounds. Really keeps Hunter Thieves in their setup.
Just not really being afforded any info early on.
Out of charges.
So they know that he's there, and that's got to be enough to suggest that the hit's going to be A. You hear the utility go up. Bang takes a step back, dancing around the dart, but will be tagged. Looking for more. There's a whole lot of firepower headed his way.
Great flash from Icy.
Yeah, he's able to get one. But you're right, the flash was just too much for him. Now Cryo finding success with the op.
30 seconds left.
A 4v3, and you've got Boostio who's still playing back in spawn.
There's a lurk in mid.
Concerned that they've lost Hall's control. There's that mid value that you mentioned. Cryo falling.
That's a big kill.
A 3v3. Val's so weak. And he's the only one really playing on site.
But now you see the power of the Astra. A disruption smoke on the site. He's able to finesse
I hear
around
them.
it. Oh, it's beautiful.
A 1-for-1 though. Is that enough? Icy getting tagged by the dart. They know where he is, but EU's weak. I don't know that he can really take this
Last
fight.
player standing.
Jonah P, a 1v2. The professor cannot deliver.
So close for Jonah P. I thought when he was going wide there, he was going to try to take out the bomb
diffuser,
planter.
yeah.
Yeah, the diffuser of EU. A little micro mistake. Ends up letting the round go to the hands of 100 Thieves.
And they're able to keep the op, scoop it back
Enemy
up.
remaining.
Yeah, I thought he was going to do the same. But a big round for 100 Thieves as they get on the board.
Josh knows. Could have gone their way for sure.
4 ults in the way of the defense here.
Exactly. They have a good chance right now to snowball these rounds, even out the half potentially with these ults. And another reposition with the op from Cryo. This time going down elbow.
That dart, or excuse me, the knife was enough to suggest that there were people elbow. So that's what triggers the ult. A little bit of damage done on Icy.
It's all fake though. This is actually a ruse. Bomb is geared towards that A main.
You are divided.
Oh, they're really starting to sell this fake now.
Yeah, look at the mini map. Bang is wise to stay.
Blue Steel spotting one, and that's the duelist. But look at how they're still so disciplined. They're not convinced that's where it is.
Down.
Bang is still here. EU's still here.
Oh, he gets caught mid-jump.
So the first line of defense will fall. But again, now reinforcements arriving. EU the first.
Blocking vision.
Just a quick flood from 100 Thieves. Already 2 players in this backside area. Valen. He needs to go huge. But Jonah!
Try to find success like this. Again, a 3v3.
What?
Spike ticks away. Asuna will fall. A ridiculous shot. But it's traded in kind. Now, twos. Boostio forward. Tread down. And he's got to know where the last is. No spits to speak of. They can play around the wall. They're tempting him. They're baiting him to swing.
Oh my God.
And Cryo lands a shot.
He's so calm with the up. He takes his time every single shot. A lot of players would jump the gun there and shoot too early.
Yeah.
Then get taken out right away. But another post-plant loss for G2. And this one, I feel like they had it. They had it in the bag. I mean, Jonah P did God's work in that moment. And they let it slip away.
That goes there.
2 ults were invested that round, 400 Thieves.
Oh, they still have a little bit to play around. They still have Asuna's ult too. So as we keep thinking about whether or not they're going to be able to snowball those ults into something, into more of a ferocious comeback, we'll keep an eye on that. A late wall going down from Bang. The only one who might have spotted it was Leaf. What a shot!
Yeah, I was going to say, might not want to take a fight like that, but there's no way for him to know that Leaf is rocking the Outlaw.
Here.
It's a deadly weapon in the right hands.
And the right hands have been Leaf's. There's an op waiting on the other side of this wall. Who's the first to move?
It's like 100 Thieves are already leaning towards this B side of the map.
It was a game of chicken.
Yeah.
And Leaf gives it up first.
I think Leaf wants to ult this body, but he's just so worried that somebody might be holding it.
He's
For
creeping
good
up.
reason, too.
Yeah, he's creeping up closer and closer, though.
This will be the sign
Give me
of
a
what's to
corpse.
come
Where is
for
everyone
G2.
hiding?
The most familiar line in the game. So they invest ult. They realize where the defenses are.
30 seconds left.
Good damage done.
Oh, look at the mind games here. 100 Thieves not convinced.
Look at this calling.
They're thinking twice, thrice about it.
Triggered.
Boostio feeling so much pressure. They've got to know this is where the hit is now. Can the captain keep him back on his own?
No!
Time is of the essence. It's running low here. 10 seconds left.
Last player
Can they
standing.
keep them back?
Oh my gosh.
They've made a mess of this. Valen will not have enough time. trusting their gut that it wasn't going to be a back hit A. And of course, the heroics from Boostio.
What a response. After Boostio drops there, Bang coming up huge on that kill on the cross and then tucking. And Asuna peeking Nest with what, 10 HP to his name after this shot from Leaf. And still getting one on the cross?
I mean, the name of the game there for Boostio was just to buy time. And I think that, again, that was in large part because they weren't convinced that it was a hit A. They were still playing around the middle of the map, so they were able to get back and help Boosty quickly. A couple of sheriffs, a couple of rifles for G2. Only one was spotted. There's a trap in halls.
Wow, I haven't seen this ult in so long.
This pit is crazy.
Yeah. Makes it so hard for you to split A.
It makes it borderline impossible, yeah.
And you have a trip on mid door as well.
An op still in the hands of Cryo. The spike is here. In the hands of Trent with Valen close by.
They could catch him here with a nicely placed drone.
Next.
They're gonna try to split this.
He's gonna have nowhere to go.
He's got the dash. Can he find safe passage? Yes, he can. Trying to dance around, trying to provide some cover for himself. He's sucked, he's lit up.
I see no value coming out of the ult though.
Meanwhile, Cryo's still alive. He's still got the op, not able to land the shot. The flick was close. Finally falls. And now the knife out. Asuna arriving at the scene of the crime.
Look at this from Jonah.
With the spike in the sight. Time becomes the main factor here. He's only got a sheriff though. Is that going to be the weaponry that he needs? Not able to land the shots, not able to steady the aim. But stays alive. And that could be the difference maker. Valen feeling some of the pressure. They swing into him. He gets 3 on the round.
Gosh.
He gets all 4.
That was such a dicey round. Both Jonah P and Bang not getting too much value on the flank. But the pressure alone from Jonah P just being alive in that moment opens up Valen to clutch it out for his team.
Yeah, it unlocked him.
Oh my gosh.
One enemy remaining.
Trinity, you're welcome.
So nicely played by Valen.
He got put in such a tough position, but he played it perfectly.
Outlaw back in the hands of Leaf. And Blades online for Cryo.
It's a big investment from 100 Thieves. They forced into this round. Boostio sitting with just a sheriff. Couple players on light armor.
And that's where the outlaw becomes more of a factor.
It's going to come down to another post plant for G2, I believe. Unless 100 Thieves can get there in time and commit to a flood.
I just don't, I don't know that they're positioned in a way to do that. I think you're right.
Crowd's not close enough. But he could go on top of the mid ledge and potentially catch somebody once that Viper wall goes down. That could be an option.
Bang was here and that was formidable enough, but Boostio has now joined him.
Dude, G2 have been playing this so slow.
Can Lee find an opening? Can he find some space? Can he find a kill? Look at the discipline from EU. Oh, he's got to know now as the cages go up. He's got to know there's somebody there, but Lee's still finding a way to punish.
Oh my gosh.
EU striking, getting a kill. But enough space has been gained for them to be able to try to get the spike down, and it's a little labored. It's a little delayed, but finally goes down, and now the pit to control and contain.
This is such a good ult.
And they've dropped Astro utility on top of it too.
Yeah, it makes it nearly impossible for the attackers to actually touch the bomb. Yeah, you're gonna see a save right now.
Yeah, an attempt to retake with Blades into a pit is just nigh impossible. So yeah, all right, they're gonna try to keep the weapons alive, try to get away.
Jonah might find a vicious timing on the Cryo here.
He's got so much money. I respect the attempt to hunt.
Does he clear it?
Suspicious.
Oh, he sees the barrel. Free low.
EU, the only one able to carry the weapon over.
The conditioning that G2 has done up to this point Cryo stayed in mid, even though there was an A hit there. For what? The entirety of that round? He was so worried about Jonah P. Reflanking mid
One enemy
that he had
remaining.
almost no value with the knives on the actual A site.
It's too funny, bro.
Here.
They've got plenty of reasons to laugh, 6 of them to be exact.
And this honestly could have been an 8-1 scoreline for G2 had they played
Need that back.
2 of the post-plant losses a little bit more disciplined. It's a really strong showing right now from G2, bouncing back. That just seems to be the name of the game for a team like this.
Perhaps a bit foreboding, but remember, this is how Bind started.
Yeah.
We'll see if they're able to hang on this time.
Ores and ore.
100 Thieves with 2 rifles. EU and Cryo both.
Just the slow approach of G2.
They're going to go into EU here. He's got to play this off angle.
The problem is when a team plays this slow, it can poison your brain and almost make you undialed in on the angles that you're holding.
The knife didn't tag.
And by the time somebody peeks you, you might not be ready, but EU is ready in this
Spike
case.
down B.
Takes out Trent with a clean headshot.
Besting the opposing Sova. And now Dart up. They're going to know when they funnel out of here. They're going to want to flood. They try to get ahead of all the utility, and they're going to get the kills for it too. Remember, this was just 2
Down
rifles.
B.
Now a 5v3. And yes, some of them are a little bit further away, but can Icy
30
keep this back?
seconds left.
The equalizer.
He's got to be able to convert more. All of the rifles are gone. It's just pistols now.
Oh, he's
Pistols.
9 HP.
Not steady enough.
Enemy remaining.
But Bang might be. Bustio's
down.
upgraded a weapon. 2 rifles is all it took.
EU coming up huge there. Getting that first blood on a Trent, so there's no Sova utility to take the actual site. Just leaves Jonah P to his devices, having to just run in. I felt so bad for the guy on the entry. 2 players holding him.
They
Poor guy.
just did such a good job of not allowing them to flood out onto the site early.
Yeah.
This goes here.
They just decided, if you're going to try to take this, we're fighting you for it. This won't be free.
Still some signs of life for 100 Thieves on this defensive side. Stealing that round away allows Cryo to build up for that operator.
Full armor for utility. And he is A. Just a tap, just a threat. There's no challenge, though, so Icy's going to get his ult online.
This is his 3rd ult of the map so far.
And they've been really dynamic with how they've been using it, too. It hasn't been the same plan. It hasn't been the same approach.
Can he get value this time around amongst the chaos on this A hit? We saw him last time get caught out by Bang, running out of the Viper's pit, but this time there is no pit.
There is an op.
Who's next?
The walls go up. The ult comes out.
So much info gathered right now.
Yep. There's
Oh,
the
he's body
first.
blocking!
He still lands that shot. They knew where he was. But a ridiculous angle, a ridiculous shot, and now they have to go to plan B.
Yeah, but 100 Thieves are already ahead of this. The rotations have already made their way
30 seconds
over here.
left.
No ults to speak of currently for the defense. EU, the only one close by.
The
And lethal
timing!
fall. Now Hunter Shuri at the ready.
He shouldn't even have to use it here.
No, I can't imagine he will.
Full Cypher setup on site.
What a pretty setup from Asuna too. The right click flash around the pillar, the swing on the other side, and the round for 100 Thieves.
That was a clean
round before
entry
the
from
switch.
Cryo there.
We can't take anything with us. after
Shooting,
this.
what, an elbow? That was nasty.
In the pixel of one, yeah.
I gotta see that back. Oh my god!
That's so fast.
That's with a Yoru just sitting there staring him in the face.
Down B. One enemy remaining.
Funneling them into the B setup, it was too clean for 100 Thieves.
And again, we watch a lead from G2 evaporate.
2 ops online for 100 Thieves. The economy flourishing right now.
And they're both on the same side. So they've heard one now. They know that there's one halls.
Revealing area.
They might think that Cryo and EU are playing halls together. Based off of that op shot, like you said.
Bang again, feeling pressure.
Oh my
Fake
gosh,
TP.
he's so clean.
Bang is insane. Oh my goodness, another. Bang continues to find success. Icy dancing around the ult, trying to lay in the shots.
Standing.
Gets the best of Asuna.
That's bombed
Still
out.
3 targets to be found, though. And for Icy, that's way too much to deal with.
What a great comeback
Switching
into
sides.
the map for 100 Thieves. There was a world in which G2 just ran away with this.
They were up, what, 4-0?
Yeah.
They looked really comfortable. They looked really confident. And it seemed like the lead could have been bigger. But it evaporates right before their eyes, right before our eyes, to get us to a 6-6 half, to keep things competitive. 100 Thieves understanding they're not going to fold, even if it's not their map. We've talked a couple of times about this solo Yoru and how it looks on attack. This is a different beast. Much more comfortable on defense.
Yeah. There's so many different looks you can give with this Yoru. You could be at 2 places at once for most of the rounds, if need be.
Ooh. An attempt at an early catch doesn't go the way of Valen.
Oh my!
One enemy
Oh!
This may be perfect. This may be flawless. And it won't be, but they still get the round. What a start to the second half.
Bang and Boostio. The duo. Magnificent duo in mid. That was crazy. As soon as Bang's orb went down there, he did a 180.
And able to steady the shots on the other side of that. It's just perfect.
One enemy remaining.
Even he knows that was impressive. Internal clock.
Was dead.
11-9 for the Viper. A 1-round lead for 100 Thieves. No force for the defense. Just a ghost in the hands of Leaf.
Look at how both teams approach the anti-eco on attack. It's so passive. They're just waiting for any type of aggression.
And the thing is, it was just around the corner. G2 had sent 3 down A main to try to catch a weapon, to try to get some early info. It doesn't pan out. And 100 Thieves throw the break on this.
Still 3 players of G2 towards this A side of the map.
And who knows what they have in their hands. They've only seen one, and they saw it was a classic, but who knows if there's a force?
What can Trent and Icy pull off here? And Cryo headshots Valen on accident.
Leaf and Trent, the only 2 that remain, and just like that,
Clean.
it's all on to Leaf. This has the makings of being a potential avalanche for 100 Thieves.
It kind of reminds you of last map, doesn't it?
Yeah, and this is not going to be like a... this isn't going to be a bad buy going into the next. Assuming there's no other kills that come through, yeah, they're going to carry 4 rifles into this next round. You buy up a little bit here. This is not a bonus. This is a gun round.
And something else to look out for now is Cryo heating up with the rifle. We saw him have, I don't know, I don't want to say a bad last map, but he wasn't taking over the entire server with multi-kills and etc. like he has been this entire time. So if he gets back in that zone where he's getting multi-kills on the entry, this might be an avalanche like you stated.
No, and I think even if it doesn't play out that way for 100 Thieves, if they're able to continue to find success without their star doing his thing, like if they can continue to win, not necessarily just off the backs of Cryo, that is a good sign. Flawless form for the attack again.
They're running the pistol, but
it's traded.
bonus.
It's traded. Trent, tucked.
He's in such an awkward spot. He's gonna die surely.
The crosshair wasn't even on him, but he still lands the shots. We mentioned how ferocious this would be with the weapons that they had. It was Leaf who was alone in the previous round, and he had a ghost this time. Last time a Vandal, but the result is the same.
And this is something you'll see a lot of teams do. They'll run on their bonus round, their pistol. And the pistol round works so well for 100 Thieves that it was a no-brainer for them to do. Why not go for it again?
Landing those shots certainly helps.
I feel for Trent there. Like, he's just stuck in the Cypher cage.
Yeah.
If he makes any noise, he's going to get converged on anyway.
Right.
So he's just trying to get any type of value, maybe a drone to delay. But he just gets spammed.
3 rounds in a row to open the half. 6 if you go back even further than that.
Oh. G2 did beat this timing of 100 Thieves. Boostio, but Boostio just plays it to perfection. This should be another clean round. I mean, this is just free space that he gets to grab.
Cage triggered.
They're just going to be able to waltz their way in with 0 contest. I mean, what did G2 do here? You wonder if there's a timeout that's waiting for us on the other side of this, because
Yeah, definitely.
we mentioned it. This thing has the potential to get out of hand, and it seems to be doing just that. 100 Thieves get to 10, now 3 rounds away from taking a 2-0 lead. And again, Sunset on the other side of this.
Yeah. That's it. It can be a really rough map. We don't know what G2 have in store for us on that next map. Or how comfortable they even are on it.
Choosing not to call a timeout here. G2 investing the op, putting it in the hands of Icy. Just confident in their plan, I guess. The protocols and preparations that were made.
It's a fast Halls take so far.
It's really fast. Leaf's the only one here. He's playing on the other side of the cage.
Getting spammed. He's only 40 HP.
But they haven't cleared him. I don't think they know he's there.
The op's dead.
He's gonna find a perfect timing. Oh, as the door goes down, he's left on the other side of it. Now forced to make noise once more.
And Boostio's just snuck in here.
This is the strike that he finds. Boostio's value there is insane. Meanwhile, Leaf is just toggling the door up and down as best as he can. But the realization of what's taking place is sinking in.
Oh, man. The avalanche is not stopping. Full force in effect. And 100 Thieves, Boostio. He's got such a good read of how to abuse this A side of the map. It's been multiple times now. Multiple gun rounds that they've just decisively won the A site.
He's got a read on it, man.
The first 2 were through a mid split. This time, full Halls pressure. An ice station, it's Leaf going towards that A side of the map as the Cypher. But you can't help but feel like it's a little bit too late. Looks like aggression here from the side of G2 as well. I mean, dude, Boostio's so ready for it.
He was so ready.
2 cages.
And he plays them perfectly. Denying any aggressive attempt.
And he's reading into it as well. Telling his team to come back to B.
Boostio's a step ahead. He's 2 steps ahead right now.
Dude, the last couple times he's been pushed off a B, I know he killed 2 the last time around. But this time he gets pushed back. He's assuming that G2 are going to stack towards that A side of the map, thinking that he's going to go all the way back and group up with his team. But it's the opposite here. It's the perfect call. They've ended A the last 4 rounds.
And it's in these messy rounds where you have stingers and sheriffs that teams can get sloppy, that things can go sideways. But 100 Thieves play it to perfection.
And on top of that, EU is playing as far back as possible with that Hunter's Fury. Will he get caught out here from the likes of Valorant and Icy?
He's the safety valve.
Oh, he turns around!
Tagged. Gets the kill.
Shut up.
Well played by Icy to respond. That's a weapon upgraded. That's now 2 rifles in the hands of the defense. Boostio on the swing, trying to deal with Trent. And once again, overwhelmed.
Welcome to my world.
Now, 100 Thieves having to invest the pit. One you imagine they wanted to keep into the next if needed. Icy, with the spit in his lap, gets another.
He didn't get the right guy though, Doug.
It's 1 for 1. They've gotten the round back. Is there going to be enough time? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
That might be the closest we've ever had. 0.04. What? Talk about down to the wire. And just like that, G2 have a chance.
Oh, this is a nice spot.
They played through the chaos, and they played through it perfectly.
Viper's Pit invested from Bang there as well.
The fingers crossed were not enough.
That was intense.
Straight back into the action. Yeah, they invested the pit, but EU still has his ult online. Meanwhile, G2 with a couple of their own. Jonah P also one away from his pit.
Man, these slow approaches to rounds in a grand final like this can be so tormenting to you if you're on the defensive side. And the enemy team just lets it cook in your brain. Like, what are they doing?
Yeah, the
Sometimes
silence.
you get scared.
The
To go
silence.
for peaks, yeah.
And you can hear it. Again, nothing, no noise made.
Just no contact being made anywhere so far. Cam will be broken and one shock.
And that causes a little bit of utility invested towards B.
Yeah. That will keep Valen towards this B side of the map, though. And if you look at the minimap, this is looking like another A split round.
They've sectioned off Trent,
30 seconds
forced to
left.
play behind the wall, trying to grab some high ground on the stairs and help his team, and he's the one who falls to the ult. Jonah P getting tagged as well. The nade almost being what cleaned him up. Cryo gets a second.
The A splits are just too well timed for 100 Thieves. And the awareness of EU to ult the right side of sight where that smoke was positioned. Oh
It's
my
perfect.
gosh.
It really is. G2 understanding they can't really put up much of a fight onto this site.
It's brutal.
Decide that they're going to try to save the weapons. And of course, 100 Thieves smelling blood in the water. They want to try to get him out of his hands. EU's gone hunting. Boostio's gone hunting. Cryo's joined the fray. And you see the pings on the minimap. They're looking for him. One will be found. Or at least the presence of one. Boosty with the snap. Valen will not keep his weapon. Can leave.
Camera taken out.
They're starting to close in. Spotting him, finding him. Where's the fight? Can you clean him up? He's overwhelmed. Yeah, he gets one for his troubles, but no rifles carried into the next round, and 100 Thieves on map point.
It's the Boostio show today. 20 and 11. He's been doing such a good job of clearing those close corners. And this is that A split again that we've been talking about. Look at the util that they have to deal with this Astra. A lot of the benefits of running Astra on the defensive side is you can place smokes across the map for your teammates to anchor in. But
The opening to this half have been too much for them to deal with.
yeah. Right from the start.
Yeah.
A very convincing A split. I wouldn't be surprised if we see an A split to close this out as well. Flip the Viper ult. It's a very common thing teams like to do. There is going to be a trip there, though. Along with a potential one-way cage, maybe, for a Leaf. If this is a mid-split.
Wising up to the antics that 100 Thieves have used for the last couple of rounds, yeah.
I mean, this is such a unique approach.
But honestly, every time that we've seen G2 adapt for some of this stuff, Boosty calls something entirely unexpected and different.
Look at this again. It's going to be the A split, but this time, just a solo drone in the A main. It's going to be a halls and mid-door split. So Leaf is going to be pressured immensely here.
Icy popping his ult. Looks like he's going to try to go mid. And that should be enough of a cue for them to force this fight.
Boost, you got Jonah off of that.
Leaf will fall as well.
Another A split round.
And another success found. Every single bit of the defenses have crumbled.
It's so perfect. And a Molly on mid-door as well.
100 Thieves are making this look effortless.
Family photo.
All of the guns, all of the weapons in EU on the flank, just when it looks like there's going to be an attempt at a retake and a reposition. It's just repeat results. A flawless round to close map 2. 13-7 in favor of 100 Thieves. And it
Might be a good thing for the likes of G2. But on the other side, you know, 100 Thieves has a lot of good experience against this specific breach comp, which they took Lev the distance against, right?
There's also a little danger when a team has nothing to lose. When they realize they're down 0-2, you know, what's left to lose? That's when things can get silly. That's when things can get dangerous. And you heard Josh mention it. He thinks they're going to get overestimated. Or underestimated, excuse me. And that very well may be the case.
And if it is, G2 needs to be ready to punish that in that case. Because I could definitely see 100 Thieves treating this as almost like a rank game. Everyone going for hero plays and etc. But if they are disciplined, then G2 might be in store for something very special.
Again, silence has been the case in many of the rounds that we've seen so far today.
100 Thieves are just ahead, though.
They're all here.
They just know. Boostio just knows how Valorant likes to call rotations off a space gained early on.
A pistol, which would be so huge for them to be able to spark some sort of momentum.
This is going to be crazy off the cam.
Revealing area.
Plant should go down, though, which is a good sign.
Oh, they've gotten that much, but Valorant's been spotted. The trip now cleared. See a couple of guns waiting on the other side of the smoke, and Icy trying to keep them back. Trying to get the kill, and he does. They're all going to continue to fight. Look at him pushing forward, trying to get EU done. And they do. But now, they've been turned upon. Oh, Icy gets 3. A perfect pistol for G2.
Icy looks like a whole nother player right now.
But
He's been so good all day.
He really has. He's been good all series. He's been good the last couple of weeks. I think you're absolutely right. I know it's early, but they've got to find a way to keep this momentum going, though. Because, again, they start great every single match.
They have to close it out.
And the pistol's a big step towards that.
It's now the other teammates of Icy that need to step up in this moment if they want to come back in this best of 5.
They got to get through this as cleanly as they can, too.
They're so scared to run through. So much respect being shown.
Yeah, Asano avoiding the punish there, the fault line, the utility. But he manages to get the orb and get away somehow. A little bit of damage dealt, but stays alive. That's a big kill, going the way of the defense, but
Boostio just ran Leaf down, Doug.
4 more still to be found. Bang with a paranoia at the ready. Waiting for the right moment to strike, but wants to keep Boostio on the flank, on the swing. Valorant falls. This would be heartbreak.
Spike down B.
I mean, they didn't even really get a chance to get momentum going. A thrifty response for 100 Thieves.
Heartbreak is nice words, Doug. This is just pain. Getting ecoed on Sunset Attack. That's rough. All from Boostio, just running out mid. Look at that stat. Their last BO5 win was against the guard at LCQ. Wow. That's some lore. That's some deep lore.
Yeah, the rosters were a little bit different, but the one who's been more constant has been Valorant in both of those. Perhaps feeling a little bit of deja vu.
It's another hard read from 100 Thieves. They're already leaning over towards this A side of the map, but they are worried about mid here. This is a key difference. This is all off of...
He saw one other cross as well.
Jeez.
Satchel just a threat, but the drone from EU is perfect. Confirming that there's nobody who's funneling out. They can continue to stay back. Now the fault line up, Cryo tag, Boostio continues to frag. Nothing but a whimper coming out of these pistols. G2 unable to do what 100 Thieves did in the previous round.
Very clean. Everyone was positioned very well for that actual hit once it came through. And Boostio, no signs of slowing down right now. He's really taking a lot of first engagements. This is what made him a champion last year. It was taking all these first bloods on that Sentinel role. He was getting punished quite a bit early on in the stage, but he's got his swagger back, man.
Yeah, this feels like Tokyo form. This feels like LA form. And it's working for 100 Thieves quite nicely. Again, taking an early peek in B main. Looking for a fight right off the bat. The guy's a menace.
Satchel out.
And 100 Thieves have been conditioning this smoke in the B main area. It kind of forces G2 to have to use utility to clear it, and that's info gathered for them. So they're able to paint a picture of how G2 is rotating around the map based off of their own utility.
I mean, you even saw the pings on the minimap just now in B main.
Yep.
Because of that smoke, there could be somebody who's cross, there could be someone who's playing, you know, in a number of different places in B main. I also think they did a really good job of applying pressure B main at the very beginning and then doing the same so at A main.
Yeah.
Asuna has been here the whole time.
And he was able to farm that orb after taking an aggro peek. When he didn't see anybody deep behind that trip, he grabbed the orb for free. And now, his intuition, understanding that there might be a walk-in, allows him to reposition on site. And at the same time, Cryo takes the head off of Jonah in mid. That's the breach dead.
Tried finding a little bit of room
30 seconds
off of the fault line too. That certainly will help. Asuna not able to find any success.
Scanning ahead.
EU stuck in a corner here.
He's tagged up. Trent is so weak though, but the timing is perfect. He finds lethality. Cryo in the smoke, up and close and personal with Icy.
What's that from Icy?
He got his kill, but
Player standing.
it was traded right back. Bang, a 1v2. Trent 8 HP. Smokes traded. The swing out spam not connecting. Plenty of time to play this through. No utility to his name though. Oh, nice shots from Trent. 3 on the round for him as we're tied at 2 apiece.
I got scared for a second when Icy jumped the gun. Before that, Thrash was actually able to make a connection onto that CT area. I thought for a second it was going to go south, but great trades. That kill from Trent was so big.
Yeah, he had a
He had
huge
10 HP or 8 HP.
He had a huge round.
And he's been quiet all series long, by the way. He's been struggling. I mean, in the intermission between maps, we had the pleasure of seeing the chat. Busio had some not so kind words to say to him as well.
This is not a kind start for G2. Or from G2, excuse me. The fault line, the what? But it doesn't connect. Valen does though. Now Bang playing up close and personal in the smoke. In their faces. Now taking a step back. Cryo's taking so much space mid. And Boostio's doing a bit of the same A. They're so aggressive. They're so active on this defensive side. Oh, Boostio is about to be overwhelmed. And bit off a bit too much. More than he could chew, but now Cryo looking to strike where he could not. Thinks it through. Takes a step back. This 2v4 here is winnable.
Icy's so deep in spawn here.
Cryo's the one who has to stay alive. He's the one with ult. If they want a shot at this, the Thrash will be important.
Stop.
Spike planted. Last
Bang only
player
finding
standing.
one. Now Cryo on the hunt. Spike is planted. He's gonna have to deal with not just that, but the 3 members that wait. A shot onto the first. And the bullets drew a picture around him.
A nice change of pace from G2 there in that round. The insta-stun B main with satchels to punish anybody that was up close. Denying that space, denying that smoke to get value. It's a very good adaptation from Valorant.
And again, this is space that they've been getting for free at the beginning of every round. That smoke that you mentioned, they just disrespected, decide to play ahead of it. And it nets them a success, it nets them a round.
That being said, 100 Thieves do have 4 ults available. Coming up on a 5th. Another early B main take here for G2.
Yeah, just not willing to give that space up for free anymore. Deciding they have to fight for something. They can't just continue to get pushed in on either side.
It's been a good comeback into the half from G2. I mean, for a second there, I thought this was going to be another landslide. But they're right back into it. And this time with a B fake.
They're really selling this fake. Oh no,
Spike
early.
down A.
Cryo can do so much here.
I have to cancel now.
Yeah, they invested so much into that. But the kills being traded on the other side of the map slows things down.
This is where G2 crumble. This is where they fall apart. When everything goes dead quiet, when they get thwarted off of the game plan that they wanted to do. When it gets scrappy.
And they're
30
starved
seconds
for
left.
information. How do they respond? It seems like 100 Thieves are the ones who are a little panicky here. An early paranoia. Guns. Oh my gosh! Disaster once more. And who else but Bang?
It's these moments where it's just dead quiet across the board. That 100 Thieves just get fueled. And they make plays like this. He TP's back into the door smoke. And does this.
4 bullets, found 3 kills.
That's freaky. His hands are on fire. He had to shake off all that.
Unreal. And they continue to try to fight for this B main space. Rocket invested and 2 kills found. And here's where things slow down once more. Bang, it's a Vandal. They'll trade you on that.
It's like a playground for him right now. TPing around everywhere.
Only one spotted, but they've got to understand here's where the pressure lies. And with 3 members here, this is where 100 Thieves thrive, but it's a 1-for-1. Leave from Valen with much to do about it. When you're outnumbered, this doesn't really add up your way. Valen, 51 HP, and Boostio gets the clutch. The 1v1 goes the way of 100 Thieves.
This has got to be so frustrating for G2, especially Valen. You lose a crazy round with Bang getting 3 Deagle headshots in a smoke. And then right after that, you get collat rocketed by Asuna.
Then even through all of that, they get down to a 1v1, and that doesn't go their way either.
Against the counter IGL. And you already know my man Boostio is probably standing up, pointing at him.
Smoke ahead of it, but the paranoia this time is good. Asuna still not able to get ahead of it.
Good punish.
They just want to fight for this space. Bang, again, a play looking to be made. And a kill found, but at what cost?
But here we go again. When everything freezes up, noise is cut. 100 Thieves in these scenarios just become superheroes.
G2 can't afford to lose a situation like this again.
They're just so scared to throw away another round. No one's even moved at all. It might just work out for them in their favor.
They're both here. If G2 go forward, the potential for disaster. That was a risky ult. Both hatch traded.
It's a battle in mid.
Both positions given away. Cryo has to take a step back. They're gonna swing into this. They're gonna swing into it, but it falls down to 1v1 again.
Spike down mid.
Icy with 20 HP. The rookie who's gonna have to
30
be the
seconds
one to
left.
save the round. Desperate for any sort of momentum, desperate for any sign of success. But against Boostio, a world champion. 13 seconds left. Icy still a bit away from the play. Now satcheling forward, and we'll get the spike down. That's only half the job, though.
Spike planted.
The hard part is yet to come. Boostio creeping forward.
No way.
It's another advantage going the way of 100 Thieves.
He insta him. And another round. Where when silence is cut, when nobody makes noise, 100 Thieves come out on top.
They're usually distracted once I reveal them. Make sure you take advantage.
Valorant players everywhere, their hearts are aching for what's going on with G2 right now in these moments. They have the advantage, but they cannot close it out. This is a great moment for a timeout from the side of G2.
We've played 8 rounds.
They can start a potential snowball. EU does have the Hunter's Fury though, and it looks like he's gonna throw a lineup dart that lands outside of B. Fast A default on the side of G2. Switching things up. No need for EU to jump the gun on that Hunter's Fury after that A util. So you will have it for the actual commit here.
G2 have found a timing. They've found some space mid. 100 Thieves
perfect.
normally have someone watching it, but they found the window, and they're gonna punish.
Valen. The man who looked defeated. He's rising from the dead.
A 2v5,
Spike planted.
and this one feels out of reach. This one feels impossible. And they've got to deal with the ults. They've got to deal with the numbers disadvantage. They've got to deal with the fact that the spike is down. And honestly, for as chaotic as things have been, but as much as they've gone the way the 100 Thieves, they've won 3 rounds in a row, but they've got to save these weapons.
Nice round, nice timing in mid, just like you said.
It was massive. And again, they've had somebody watching mid every round. But there was just a, 2-second window that they were able to strike into, and they hit it. They hit it perfectly.
It's all because of that A pressure too. It was so convincing to 100 Thieves that that was going to be a full A hit. And it makes sense, right? You've stolen how many rounds away from G2? It makes sense to think maybe they're just frustrated and 5-manning it. But the poise from Valen, I know we got to see that shot of him with his hands in his head.
I killed them.
I think he brought it back
Simple as that.
with that round. Still a really big uphill battle that they have to go through. And they're going to be tested.
Big plays from the leader. What else do they have here? Valen has
Goes
his.
here. Oh, this is a nice
You mentioned the Hunter's Fury from EU in the previous round. Still in play.
Same B main type of play here. There it is. No connections this time, but that will be info and B main space gathered.
Well, he did tag one. So a little bit of damage done. Bang with much to do here. He's not understanding that Leaf had already made the cross. Asuna taking a step back, trying to run away, and will. Live to fight another day, but how is Leaf behind enemy lines?
These are some vicious timings, right?
They've got to know.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, they understand. They're paranoid, and they somehow managed to cross right by each other and stay alive.
That was insane, Doug.
The thrash from a distance. And they're going to spot one. Leaf not getting tagged, though. Now pushing forward a little bit more. As the spam goes through, the bullets connect. Leaf falls. Asuna on the prowl as he gets another. The nade will be good. And Cryo will too. Jonapi falls as Asuna gets 3.
Leaf was on an island that entire round. Where was the help? Where are the players coming out of B main? I know they got delayed by certain utility and they didn't have smokes, but at some point you have to fight together and help your teammate out. 100 Thieves are just more proactive in these moments when noise is cut. That's what's giving them the edge. It feels like G2 are trying to play not to lose, and 100 Thieves are here to win.
Even the moment at the end there where they were fighting on site was really set up by the fact that Asuna stayed alive. Him being able to wrap around Leaf, never get spotted, never get tagged, allowed him to activate later. They found some space, but it was not enough. 100 Thieves back up to 2 on the lead, and Icy falling right off the bat.
It's crumbling right now.
Again, a little bit more aggressive space taken from Valen. He was in spawn, but EU was wise to it. That felt forced. So now indecision arises once more. You didn't find any success aggressively A at the beginning with Icy. You didn't with Valen TPing back into spawn. Where do you go from here?
I don't know. And it almost feels like G2 are just checked out right now. No one was there to help Icy on that default A. Nobody, no set of utility lane at all.
EU's gonna get all 3, isn't he? Spot. Oh! Doesn't even get 1.
What an answer from Trent, but are they gonna clear Asuna here?
Asuna's weak. It's Asuna who gets all 3. 4 on the round for him off of the dizzy. And 100 Thieves get to 7.
Last round in the half.
That was such a sick timing from Cryo to set up Asuna. And that puts him on another rocket going into the last round of the half.
Can I get a drop? Thanks.
100 Thieves ever closer to putting this thing away in a sweep. G2 have looked good. They've looked incredible. But it seems like they're falling short in the 11th hour.
And again, what's at stake? First seed, you get to pick a team that you want to play in Shanghai.
Hang on here, we can't think about that right now. The paranoia is so good! And the rocket! It's so decisive, it's so destructive! Just when it feels like they may have had something, 100 Thieves strike, and the timing could not have been better. An 8-4 half. What a disaster.
Switching sides.
What a performance from 100 Thieves, though, today.
6 of the last 7 rounds going the way of 100 Thieves, and this strike was perfect.
Spike down.
I mean, it was unbelievable. The paranoia was set up, the satchel forward from Asuna with his ult. There was nowhere for them to go. No corner was safe with it the second map. And now on Sunset, a bit of the same. The timeline tells the story. 100 Thieves now on the attacking side. And Dre, it seems like it's a lean towards B, and there's not a ton of presence here from the defense.
Yeah, and I think they're trying to figure out where this breach is, much like they approached the last series they played against Leviathan, which went the distance.
Oh, that's a lot of info there from Leaf.
There's that breach done. This opens up a window of opportunity for 100 Thieves to actually commit to this B hit. That being said, there's so many players of G2 primed and ready to flood out. How coordinated will this retake be?
The pivotal pistol desperately needed to go on the way of G2, and Asuna continues to farm, incapable of doing wrong. Valen again, the captain left alone, unable to find any footing. Another round the way of 100 Thieves, another pistol, another step closer to a sweep.
Asuna getting so much value, even when he's flashed. We saw it from the start of the series on Bind. Everyone from 100 Thieves right now, their intuition is on point. Look at that. I mean, yeah, it's RNG, but he did it at the perfect timing. And he also has players like Boostio fighting with him from the right side of sight.
No real purchase on the side of the defense. Valen already tagged up. The round had just started. Nothing but a sliver of health now, as Asuna tries to get a little stylish with it.
Full steam ahead is 100 Thieves, running it down B once more.
Barring some miracle, it really feels like G2 are on their last leg here.
No timing is going the way of G2 right now.
I mean, not a single one.
All signs lead for 100 Thieves taking this. And already, the Thrash is online.
The half just started.
He doesn't even need these kills.
One enemy remaining.
I mean, it was sloppy. They dropped a couple of weapons, but
Right here.
you're right. Cryo having his ult online already kind of makes up for the weapons they may have lost.
It's insane. Normally you get it in the middle of this round, right? You grab an orb and now you have the Thrash. For him to have Thrash going in to the anti-eco is absurd.
And much like
Full ball.
it just feels like the snowball started at halftime of the first map and it hasn't stopped.
Yeah. That's so impressive to do. That's not an easy feat.
Oh yeah, monster on the loose.
And we often talk about best of 5 being marathons. And for good reason, right? Things can change, things get messy. We go 4 maps, 5 maps, but 100 Thieves are trying to make a sprint out of this, and so far they have. A 100-yard dash.
It's a fake! Oh my gosh!
Another world-class call from Boostio.
Boostio's in the flow state of calling and getting kills right now.
Hey, the guy can do it all. He's
we
about
go.
to get pressed again. Is this the icing on the cake? Oh, immediately overwhelmed. in the face of the flash. Cannot convert. EU dancing around the cage, deciding to go mobile with it. Getting a little bit of a tag and dancing around. Trent's on the defuse. EU's gonna have to go forward. He's gonna have to go forward now. No way! Only got it to half. Valen, again, outnumbered, outgunned. What a way to close the round.
That defuse was so close both times, but the narrative of this game, this series, it's just 100 Thieves Day. So many things working in their favor.
I mean, that fake tells the whole story of the series, doesn't it? I mean,
Boostio's in the head of Valen rent-free.
he looked lost. G2 looked lost. They bit so hard. What a call.
And again, this has been such an impressive stage for 100 Thieves.
They're drawing out utility at just the right time. They're calling circles around G2. They're winning every single gunfight. The chaotic moments are going their way.
This will be a retake from the likes of G2. How well coordinated can they be in this moment? And as I say that, Boostio decimates Leaf.
They have a couple of rifles here to fight back with, and they're deciding to take a split approach. 2 through attacker spawn, 2 through defender spawn. Intending to divide the attention of 100 Thieves, but they have so many numbers on this, they're happy to do it. And once again, every single kill goes their way, but Icy strikes at just the right time to keep it competitive, to avoid another blowout. Can they convert? Numbers the way of 100 Thieves as Trent dances around. It's gotten to 2s, but it's not enough. And of course, it's Boostio. Who else? He's so good.
You did good. Match point.
Match point, series point, stage point. The writing's on the walls.
One enemy remaining.
My ultimate is ready.
100 Thieves showed up a different beast today.
They came making a statement, and that statement is that they're the best team in North America, and it's not even close.
Not today, it wasn't.
Best team in the world!
100 Thieves looking to deal the final death blow. The rocket doesn't connect. Paranoia traded though, and you see G2 filling into the site. The Thrash is very close. It's only gonna tag what? Oh my gosh, what a shot from Valen, but I don't think he knows. Bang, got tagged. Cryo takes his head off, he's still alive. Is this how they snatch it back?
There's no way.
A round that shouldn't have gone. The way of G2 currently hangs in the balance. Or should have gone the way of 100 Thieves, excuse me. The spike out of reach now. Leaf re-clearing mid. They're gonna try to get the orb for Bang. Oh no, that was messy. The plan was clear though. Bang was gonna try to get the orb, get his ult, and then be able to do the TP to grab the spike and then be...
Might commit here. No way.
Oh, but Icy's ahead of it. He's got to know the timing won't be in his favor. Oh, he gets the kill, and he gets the defuse, and we're going to play at least one more round.
Just barely.
That looked messy.
So generous!
Got a little scary there
Bolded.
amongst all the scrap at the end in this altercation.
Spike planted.
It was ugly. It was ugly.
Smiles across the board from G2. That's a good sign though.
You've got to give it to him. They're continuing to shoot back. Valen continues to frag. Icy still impressive, but...
I mean, their road to this final was no joke either.
it was treacherous.
Both these teams had such a turnaround. That's why they're here in this moment. They both deserve it just as equally.
Aggression. Out from G2, aggression out from Jonah P. Asuna tries to play his timings right, tries to find some space. A big advantage the way of the defense. Ult's invested, and they're wrapping around them now.
No shot.
Again.
His playground.
A 5v3
Oh,
to close the series.
oh, he got a
Think
headshot.
some 10 HP left for Jonah P. Bustio and Cryo in a 2v3. The spike should go down. It's now twos.
Thanks, Wings.
Again, a reminder, this was a 5v3. Out of the early aggression, it seemed like G2 were going to be able to play another round to
I know
live one
exactly.
more life.
Enemy remaining.
Cryo falls, Bustio does too. Clean shots out from Leaf.
And you said a team that has nothing to lose can be very, very scary to play against. And right now we're seeing all members of G2 loosen up way more. And they're way more confident in taking these aggressive fights. The only problem is it might be a little too late.
I know exactly.
One enemy remaining.
It's hard to argue otherwise. The greatest comebacks have started with one round though.
Leaf turning up.
That goes there.
Another 3-2 default
you
from the
see
side
this?
of 100 Thieves.
Do you see the setup here?
Yeah.
Leaf has put a cage outside of where he is, so he can hide himself.
Yeah, it's all to hide from the dart.
I mean, this might not
My camera is
end out
destroyed.
being a factor,
Yeah, he probably won't use it at this moment, but he gets punished.
but he's able to conceal it. So we'll see if that has another appearance later on in the half, assuming we go that far, and it seems like that will be the case. G2 up big, Cryo falls. EU not along for this world either.
It wasn't pretty, but
They don't have to be.
they close it out. Exactly.
Momentum starting to swing the other way.
Oh, what a shot from Trent. That second kill.
One enemy. Spike down B.
And just as we start talking about momentum starting to swing, you can tell Zix is a round at a time. That's how they've gotten to this point. That's how they've started this little mini comeback, and you know, we'll see what comes of it, but
Yeah. And you got to keep taking the risks.
Yep.
It's winning you the rounds. If you get punished, oh well.
Revealing area.
The tournament life on the line. Another aggressive play.
from being, those were the risks that you were looking for. Those are the risks that you were calling to see.
We get to see the setup now.
No, Leaf is playing in a different spot, but he's still gonna find success. Still getting the kill onto Asuna. Oh, playing his life perfectly. G2 holding the line here. Everyone crumbling. G2 will get their 8th.
Signs of life. A spark happened within this half for G2. And we're shooting back.
Keep on my wire.
It was pretty.
Trent has been stepping it up huge these last few rounds.
Yeah.
He's been pretty quiet all series long.
4 rounds in a row for the defense to get us to this point. It still demands perfect Valorant, though.
More aggression.
A paranoia, a fault line, satchels out. 100 Thieves
He walks through this smoke.
100 Thieves with stingers and a sheriff, and Icy falls. Seldom see these end in situations like this, but Leaf positioning around, trying to stay alive, but he's overwhelmed. Somehow, they find themselves 2 kills away in this light buy situation. As soon as the smoke goes down, the nade goes out. Austin is playing his life perfectly, but spotted. The paranoia is great. The kills come through. Fallon's left alone. He's got to play hero, and he cannot. From first strike to their first title of the partnership era.